Hey guys, I've been requested to do an everyday eye look, and when I think about an everyday eye look, I think for most women that means we're going to use browns, golds, kind of neutrals. So I'm going to pick 3 colors that are super simple to put on from Younique's lineup, and you know, you can use these every single day. So first of all, what I've already done, I've already put on the 3D mascara. And then I've also already put on the cream eyeshadow from Younique, which is brand new. And then I have already put on my base color, which is Sexy. So you're going to hear me talk a lot about this, guys, if you watch my other videos. Sexy is my favorite color. It's kind of a champagne color. And it just really helps to brighten and enhance any eye color. You can use it as a base like I'm using it today. Or you can use it as a highlighter for when you have darker colors to kind of blend in, or one of my favorite tricks is just to take the Sexy or a lighter color and put it right above my pupil, and it really helps to help your eyes sparkle. So first of all, I'm using Sexy today. I'm using Gorgeous, which is kind of a true gold. Don't be scared. And then I'm also using Irresistible, which is a matte kind of coffee brown, a little bit lighter. Okay, I'm going to simulate what I did with the Sexy. I got my brush wet, dipping in the pigment. Guys, I'm using the dual-ended liner and shader brush. This is going to help me accomplish all 3 colors. So, the shader brush. I am patting this color on, guys, and I'm putting it across my entire lid. I'm putting it in this little indentation area in the crease. There's a main vein in here, guys, that we're trying to conceal. And then I'm taking it just a little bit above my natural crease of my brow bone. And you want to kind of stay within the V. If you just draw kind of a line right up from your lash line, you don't really want to go down any further than that. Okay. So I'm going to take the other side of this brush, which is the liner brush. I'm going to get this wet, and we're actually going to use the Irresistible pigment as a liner. So by the way, I'm working out of the lid of my pigments. You guys, this brush is magic. Especially on quick days, or if you're just looking for, you know, a pretty no-fuss type of look, you can get away with using this brush for your entire eye. And it's so effortless. So I'm taking this all the way across my eye, and then I just, you know, I like to flip it up a little bit. Give that little bit of a cat eye. Okay. And so now that I've flipped up the side of my eye there, I'm going to follow that same line, and this is in my natural crease and a little bit above it. Okay, so then I'm going to take my crease brush and just kind of do a starburst type of pattern. You can already see it kind of coming together, right? I'm taking what is left over on my brush, guys. I'm not going to do a super deep line all across, but what is left over on my brush, I'm very, very lightly, with no pressure, hardly at all, taking it across the natural crease of my eye. Okay, so you can kind of see I'm going about 1/3 of the way in. Now I could stop here. This is kind of pretty on its own, but I want a little bit more dimension, right? So I'm going to take the last color, which is the Gorgeous. I'm going to get my brush wet. I just dip it in a little glass of water and then kind of blot it out on the back of my hand, and then dip it right into the pigment I've already sprinkled out in the lid of my pigment container. Okay. And then for the last color, I'm trying to get the light to adjust here. I'm taking this about halfway into my lid. And guys, you know, as far as when you go to apply any type of shadow, whether it's a loose mineral pigment like ours are, or a pressed pigment, it's really, you know, some of it's the product and the quality of the product, but a lot of it is the pressure you're applying. You want a really light hand with this, especially when you're going with, you know, a light everyday look. Okay, and so I'm kind of taking this gorgeous color and just really blending in any line that I see. I'm doing this into my iPhone, so hopefully you guys can see this. And then I'm also going to take, again, just the leftover of this gorgeous color and blend it. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to pick this up and kind of try and get a good angle. So this is pretty light, right? Now if you want it lighter and less gold, let's say that you go a little overboard. I happen to like where it's at right now, but let's say that you go overboard. Take that same brush, guys, that you were working with. Don't get it wet again. Dip it back in the Sexy pigment. That's the one that we started with. And just kind of blend it through. The most important thing to remember is that when you're trying to blend colors together, make sure you're using dry, pigment dry. When you want more impact with your color, get the brush wet and use the pigment. So you can use these wet or dry, it doesn't matter. So, I don't know about you, but I think we have a really super simple eye look. It only took, what, 4 or 5 products. So, you know, we have the cream eyeshadow for the base. I really like to have a base underneath any of my powder pigments. And then we have the Sexy, Glamorous, and Irresistible pigments. And the 3D lashes. Oh, and Pristine. Pristine eyeliner on that waterline. You gotta get some of that. Try it out. Let me know what you think of the video. Hope you find it helpful. Have a great day, guys.